Hello, welcome back to another video journal. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. And today we are going to talk about this painting right here. We're going to talk all about it. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I am a little nervous because, first of all, this is the first painting of the year. Um, Something was pulling me into painting. I think every time I feel like I'm ready to paint, I'm ready to heal and let go a certain part of myself. And so, which makes sense. It makes sense. It makes total sense because of with everything that has just been going on. I'm nervous. If you can't tell already, I'm nervous. I'm already tripping over my words. But anyway, yeah, this painting, oh my God, it means so much. And where do I even start? So, why, where, how, when? You know? Anyway, this painting was inspired by one of my all-time favorite movies, The Wiz. Okay? I'm literally obsessed with that movie. I was Miss One for Halloween. This past October. So, yes, I'm literally obsessed with The Wiz. That movie resonates with me so much because of the simple fact that, you're on this journey and you come to all these different obstacles and, what is it? I'm nervous. I need to get my mind right. You're on this journey to many different obstacles, and you face these experiences, and you come across all these different people and these things, and you're on this journey and you realize that, like, hey, you know um I'm on a path to self-discovery. You realize that this is all about self-exploring. This is all about self-discovery. Dorothy, one of the main characters of The Wiz, she was trying to get back home. She realized that home was always inside of her. She could always go back home if she wanted to, but she had to go on this journey. She had to run into all these different people, and she had to have these experiences for her to realize that. And so, let's get into it. The yellow passage, these represents the yellow brick road, and you see how they go in so many different directions because that's kind of like how life is. There's no just one straight way. You can go left, you can go right. And also, what I'm realizing as I get older is there's no wrong or right path. They all kind of lead you to a new version of yourself. They all lead you into a life experience, a life lesson. They all leave you with something that you can collect in your little library of, in your heart, in your soul. And so this is like my version of what the land of Oz would look like for me. I've been on this journey of trying to find home for so long. When my parents got a final divorce, because they were separated for some time, but when that divorce finalized, that hit home for me. And I realized, oh my God, I hate coming on this this camera and tearing up every time. But it's just, like, if the journey that I'm on the journey of healing. I'm in a very vulnerable position. So things are just so sensitive to me right now. But you know, we're not gonna cry because I want to talk about the art. But just a little backstory: when my parents had finally got the divorce, my childhood home, the home that was stability, it was a safe space for me, that was no longer. And so from that point on, it was just such a roller coaster of, I was on this journey of just trying to find home and so many different things, people, you know, like relationships. I was, you know, trying to find home and things and spaces that weren't necessarily safe or you know, healthy for me. And you know, even now that I have my own home, and I'm so thankful that I have my own physical safe space, I realized that, you know, the safe space is inside of me. And so when I realized that, it was like an aha moment. Now that I have this home inside of me, I need to declutter. I need to do some spring cleaning. I need to reorganize, rearrange, decorate this safe space inside of me. And so the number one thing that I've been doing is regulating my nervous system. How can I feel safe with inside myself if my nervous system is a mess? Let's clean it up. So when I first started this journey of starting over, and you know, my separation was super fresh, I was breaking out in stress-induced hives. They weren't severe, but when the when the breakout happened, it happened. I was having a lot of panic attacks, just mainly at night, because just not feeling like that safety net. And so I didn't want to go the full medical route, you know, going to the doctor, anything like that just yet, because my panic attacks didn't cause me to go to the hospital, and the hives weren't severe enough for me to necessarily go to the hospital, if you know what I mean. So I said, you know what? Let me try some supplements. Let me do some research. Let me try some things holistically first. And let's see how my body reacts to it. So I decided to take ashwagandha. I finished the first bottle already. It was amazing. I felt, I'm not going to say calm right away, but I felt my body hugging itself. I know I talked about that in a previous video, but I felt my spiritual body and my emotional body just saying thank you. Thank you for giving me something natural, holistic, to calm my nerves. My cortisol levels had lowered, so the hives went away. I haven't had a hive episode in a while. So actually, this has been a month. It's been a month. Wow, it's been 1 month. So we kind of want to keep it that way. Now, I'm on my second bottle of ashwagandha. However, when I went to Walmart, they didn't have the Goli brand that I was taking. And now I'm taking Spring Valley. To be honest with you, it's not hitting the same. I'm gonna finish this bottle up. It's doing what it needs to do to the day-to-day, but I love Goli. It just did a little bit more for me. Also, I got the ashwagandha tea, and so I'm gonna try that. That has a higher dosage, so whenever I need the tea, that means that, you know, my nerves have been at like an all-time high. But I'm not really gonna take the tea daily. I think that, you know, the gummies will do its job now. Even though I do want to say, like, okay, like, you take the ashwagandha, you may take some stress relief tea, you may take tea to calm your nerves. You're still going to be aware of certain things, but it's just not as severe. Like, you could be anxious, but it's not like the like, it's not at a 10. I would say now your anxiety is at a 5. So I'm not saying that these supplements and these practices have totally changed my life. There's going to be some more factors that I have to work towards as well, to fully, get home centered. But anyway, I'm going on a little rant. Let's get back to the painting. Let's get back to the painting. But yes, this is my own personal map of what the land of Oz would look like. Follow the yellow brick road. That is where, if you follow the yellow brick road, it's going to get you to where you need to go. But wait, it's this direction, it's that direction. Whatever your heart desires, it's going to lead you all ways back to home. Always back to home. And so if you're someone that is on a journey of following the yellow brick road, you may run into Mrs. One, you may run into the scarecrow, and the scarecrow needs some knowledge. He needs a brain. And then you may run into the Tin Man, and he needs a heart. He needs to feel. And then you run into the lion, and he needs courage. And then you guys are on this road. Get on down the road. Dun, 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 dun. Get on down the road. Anyway, if you know, you know. But you're on the way to, Oz. You're on the way to Emerald City to go meet the Wizard of Oz. And he's going to give you a brain. He's going to get you home. He's going to get you a heart. And he's going to get you courage. All to find out that the Wizard of Oz is a fake. It's a phony. He can't get you these things because he's just a human just like us. So you guys are freaking out. Well, like, wait, what am I going to do? Whole time you had it within yourself. Okay? So if you're out here trying to fill voids, you're trying to find things in other people and places and things, you got to look within. And it's so cliche because, like, look within. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you look within? Man, it takes some work. It takes real work. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be depressed. You're gonna be shocked. You're gonna feel some anxiety. You're gonna feel some happiness, some joy, because it's like, I'm trying to figure out these things within inside of myself, and I don't know where to start. For me, it's painting. Whenever I start to paint, boy, there's so many suppressed feelings that come to the forefront, and it makes me want to cry. Painting makes me emotional. Painting brings out the ugliness, Painting brings out the playfulness inside of me, which is why I have this very painterly, kid-like type of vibe to a lot of my paintings. Super abstract, because that's how my internal world is sometimes. I can't always articulate. It is very abstract. And so my paintings come out like that. But at the end of it, even though my paintings are abstract and you may not be able to fully understand, there's a very powerful message. There's a very, very powerful story behind it. So I'm going to call this painting I'm a sleep on it. I don't want to name it anything just yet. I want to sleep on it. I want to continue to look at it. It is beautiful. Look at it. But that is all that I have for you guys. If you want to talk more in depth about this painting, if you want to discuss anything that you may see in the painting, feel free to reach out. DM me, message me, comment below. You know, anything that strikes you, and what you see. I always love to kind of talk to the viewer, to the audience about some of my pieces. But this means so much to me. I'm so proud of myself for completing my first painting of the year. And thank you guys for listening. I love you guys. See you in the next video journal.